What is life but a series of failures that add up to the greatest stories ever told? No one has ever really said that, and I sort of just made it up on the spot, but I think there's some truth to that. Hi, I'm what you might call a failure, and maybe that's too harsh on myself, but I've spent a decade making music and streaming, and all I have to show for it is an average 1 to 3 viewers on Twitch and 3 to 6 monthly listeners on Spotify, and less than 100 subs on YouTube. I haven't hit the whole "you're just not working hard enough" approach and moved back to my parents' place and spent a year making full-time content. Spoiler alert, it didn't work out as I hope it did, and I moved back to Austin to pursue a normal full-time job. It left me thinking, well, what was it all for? Was it just a waste of time? I didn't know, and I was actually terrified. I wasted so much of my life and had nothing to show for it, so I did the only sensible thing that someone can do when they're having a crisis like this. I took an improv trip to Colorado. Breckenridge, Colorado. It's a small town just an hour and a half outside of Denver. It's a quiet place. Their main form of income is from the winter season with tourism and skiing. I'm pretty sure the town is built on a ski resort. The town itself was alien to me. Coming from my experience with cities like Austin, Texas, and Los Angeles, I mean, their tap water came from a spring, and it tasted better than any bottled water I've ever had. You probably couldn't drink straight from Los Angeles water without the risk of getting E. coli or salmonella, so yeah, major difference to me. This is the point of the video where I tell you that I thought my way through all of my issues. That while looking up at the mountaintops and into the clear streams, I had some epiphany that gave me the steps to answering that age-old question that pops up in our brain throughout every downfall and pitfalls and rut in our life. And that question being, where do I go from here? But that didn't happen, not at all. Instead, I just drove through mountains, went on hikes, rode gondolas for the first time, looked out from the mountaintops, went on train rides, participated in a mystery escape room, and even had swordfish for the first time, which was actually delicious and way better than I expected. Most of these things weren't planned out or booked ahead of the trip. I just sort of did them as I went along. And I think it was in the act of doing that I found meaning. Okay, hear me out. You can call it copium, and maybe it is. But I don't think there's any one-dose-fits-all mental supplement that guarantees you success and meaning in life like the internet gurus and social media influencer would have you believe, in order to persuade you to buy their course guides and self-help books. And to that point, what even is success? And to you, specifically, is it to have money, to have power, fame? Do those things finally make life meaningful and worth living? For me, I think a life with meaning is a life worth telling, and no story is good without a helping of setbacks and failures. Too often we try to think our way through life, and it leaves us too anxious to do anything, because what if we're wrong? What if you, like me, spent a decade trying to follow some dream that end up, well, nowhere near where it was supposed to be or where you thought it would be, and you had to learn the hard way that you aren't special. Life doesn't have a narrative to where the good kid finally gets their break. Then wouldn't it be better off doing nothing at all, staying frozen in time, and seeing what happens? French philosopher Jean-Paul once said, "Man is condemned to be free." Basically, there's an anxiety that comes with the endless choices we continuously make, minute by minute, second by second, that can lead to an endless amount of outcomes, good or bad. Choice paralysis is a real thing when we have too many options that we worry about making the perfect one and ultimately end up making none at all. Some things you just really can't think your way through, and the only way to truly know the outcome is by doing it and experiencing yourself. Failure is like a compass that guides us where there is no map to follow when it comes to life. It's trust or maybe even pure faith that whatever happens, you'll find yourself and see yourself just a little bit clearer if you just continue walking. When you can't see above the maze, there's no right way to the goal. You just have to choose a path, and even if it leads to a dead end, at least then you'll get a better idea of where you should be heading. So I hope you fail. and fail often. And I hope I'm the first one ever to tell you to fail, but this isn't a good way, I promise. Because when you fail, I also hope that you find yourself a little more each time. Don't be afraid to just try something new. Because maybe the most meaningful life isn't one of an NBA player, a famous actor, or a big YouTuber, but someone, possibly a single parent in Breckenridge or the middle of nowhere that struggles daily to give the best life to their child, just shielding them from the hardship and trauma that they had to go through while growing up. Sure, winning a world championship is amazing, but what's to say that a morning smile from a child and the break of the light isn't just as meaningful and rewarding? All to say, yeah, dude, I'm not the Liquid or Charlie, White Penguin Z of the world. But after a decade of trying and failing, I've met the most amazing people, online and in real life. I've laughed and cried with those same friends. I've had failed relationships after relationships, but they all made me a better person. And some of those memories are still good and worth experiencing, even if the relationship itself wasn't successful and lasting. It all was a part of my story, and I'm thankful for each second of it. Breckenridge is a small town, with people going through their average day-to-day routine. No flashing lights, but maybe just a helping of nightlit stars. Who's really to say that that's not, in itself, living life to the fullest? I don't have the answers. I'm figuring it out as I go along, just like you. Failing tremendously, each and every time. But I'm still here. And in the endless cosmos of the universe, with billions years before me and billions of years after me, the single dot, you happen to find this video because the algorithm chose you to. Maybe just out of pure luck. And I hope I was able to connect with you. As not anyone famous, but just as one person struggling to another person struggling. My name is Frieden. Well, Vance Frieden, or Free for short. If you like this video and want to inspire me to continue making more, please like, follow, sub, and turn on your notification. It's not much, but it greatly helps a channel like mine. And I'll see you next time. Per usual, bye! It's Frieden. Suck my dick. Actually, don't. Maybe, I don't know.
Depends.
Depends, yeah. Depends. Nah.